Good evening, ladies. Welcome to episode 98. We've been very busy bees this week, as usual, bringing you lots of things on the Instagram and all the socials. But tonight we are going to show you some very exciting new arrivals that we've yet to launch. So we've got new net gorts. As you can see, I'm modelling some of it here. We have the Lafina first drop has arrived, so we've got 3 styles of Lafina that are absolutely beautiful. They've literally just landed and they're available online now. We've got some ash boots, which we're not going to show you this evening because we just have not got the time, but they are online, so really, really lovely boots. One that's the alternative to the Doc Martens, so I've got my Doc Martens on tonight, simply because I was wearing them today anyway. But if you like this
give them a
look,
cheeky peek,
but need something a little bit comfier, the ash are designed for comfort as well as style. These are fabulous. They've got a slightly smaller tread than the ones I've got on, so more comfortable and easier to wear. The leather is super beautiful, and what they've done is use this bright orange stitching at the bottom there and also on the laces. Now if that's just a bit too much for you because it's got the branding on it, that's okay, because they do come with black laces as well, so you can tone them down a little bit. And of course there is a zip at the side, so whereas some of the docs are quite tricky to get on and off, these are complete with the zip at the side, so really convenient and really super sturdy, but also super cool winter boot. We've worn these in some of the Rundholtz Dip new images. You might have seen them online. They're a great pairing with the Rundholtz Dip, so that's those. Then for those of you that are a little bit slinky amongst us or ready for a night out, then we have these in. Arabella's first heel, I know.
I love them so much.
Now, model Claire, hopefully she's watching tonight. She can't be with us because BT are in. But these are one that she would love, I'm sure. And we've got these in because there is a customer out there, we know, that needs this kind of thing to go with, like, you know, to events and things for the Xenia, maybe with the new collection. That's new, not new. So this is your kind of, we call it, what did we call it? The, oh no, I'm not allowed to say that on camera, but imagine the F-me heels. That's what these are called.
Good save, Jade.
Thank you. And then finally there's this style of ash boot. This is again a little bit Doc Marten inspired, but slightly sleeker, slightly chicer. It's the patent, but a very high-end patent, not shiny, just a little bit of half and half patent. And you've got the zip at the side again for easy access, and they're just lovely tread there, really beautiful. So they're those for you, only because we're not showing them this evening, so that's a quick little taster of those, so grab those while you can. Tonight we're going to start with, we've got a theme for this evening, and that's about texture. I'm loving, if you look at our Instagram, which is Arabella Designer Wear, you'll see that this week I've been obsessed with texture, with the autumn launching in a couple of days. When is the start of autumn, does anyone know?
Meteorological autumn is the 1st of September.
Oh no, that's not what my calendar says. It's the 20-something. 21st. So we're days away from autumn. Tomorrow! Which I'm so happy about, even though tomorrow's going to be the hottest day of, like, October forever. October, September? I'm not feeling well, guys. I'm all over the place. Anyway, so without further ado, before I lose the plot completely, let's have Paula on our screens. Evening all. Now Paula is wearing some of the newer net gorts. These trousers you won't have seen before. These are a new style that we've just had in. We have got all sizes available, but only one of each. So if you are a net gorts fan who's been waiting for a taupe coloured pant, this is colour, they call it blend. Is it blend? Blent. Sorry, told you I'm going mad. Blent. It's a lovely taupe, kind of a moleskin feel to those. They're without the zip on the bottom, so those of you that worried about the other pair because they had a zip on the bottom and couldn't be turned up, these ones can. They're a much easier pant. And then we've teamed it with a jumper that we did have in stock already. This is a knit that I had last year. They've moved it on for this year, slightly changed the shape and style of it, but very minimally. So if you liked last year's, this is a very, very similar design. It's the cable knit. It has got 10% cashmere in it, which is why it feels so beautiful, not itchy at all. No. I'm very sensitive, so I know this.
We know.
Thank you, in all ways. And then we finished it off with this new arrival, which is, of course, the cape. Now, this is the paint design that they've done this time. Sorry, this side. It's a panel and it's a different texture to the rest, which is more of a wool. This is your kind of shimmery panel, and it's that amazing, It's difficult to see on the camera, so I'll show you a picture of what this
You
is.
can actually see it on the camera better than you can in
Oh,
person.
good. It's actually the artwork that is featured on the lookbook. So it's this. Annette Gortz always works with artists and does collaborations, and this is an example of how that's done. And it's quite a gothic, quite grungy print. And then obviously the juxtaposition with the really luxurious fabrics is what it's all about this season. So it's that amazing contradiction of texture, pattern, colour, really beautiful. So that's that one. And we've just wrapped her in it like a big shawl. Yep. But it is a cape, so let me just show you an alternative way of wearing it, which would be the more classic way. So if you've got a wedding or an occasion, or you're just a more traditionally dressing person, you can just wear it like this, and you've actually got a pocket, so it's like a little jacket. So this is your alternative to a coat. So it's price point wise, like Annette Gortz, it is an expensive piece, but you've got the leather trim on it, so you can see why. And it's the attention to detail that Annette Gortz is so good at, which is why it's an expensive piece. But it's beautiful, and it is the same as wearing a coat. So it is instead of a winter coat. You can also put it on top of a coat to just inject some life into something you've already got. So that's a good one.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm just going to very quickly show you this because I'm too warm to continue wearing it. This is another of the capes by Annette Gortz. This is my absolute favourite. It's got the faux, the faux Mom, help. What's
Mongolian.
This made of? Is it faux fur that Annette Gortz has created?
Yes, and it's water resistant, and
Ooh.
it stays in that shape, which is like you've had it a while, which is gorgeous.
It's very raggedy. It's lovely. I absolutely love this. It's called a scarf rather than a cape, this one, but you can wear it like a cape by all means because it is enormous. And we've just tucked ours under here to keep it on, and then use that as a panel over there, and then you just mess with the fur to get it in the right place. But the colour is this amazing taupey brown, which is so retro, and it tones in with your creams, it tones in with your greys. Put it over black and it'll be a really lovely contrast. It's just gorgeous. But I am going to ditch it as much as I love it, because presenting is a warm job. Thank you, Val. Want me to deal with it?
No problem.
So without further ado, because I'm sure she's warm too, let's get Georgie on, our lovely Georgie, who's got a shout out for us this evening.
Yes. Hi everybody. Shout out to Georgina Collins, who's living it up
Oh,
in Kalkan
oh,
on the turquoise coast in Turkey.
that's
And
not
she's
fair, is
watching with a gin and tonic in her hand on the balcony.
it? Hi Georgina, we hope you have a
Hello,
wonderful
darling.
holiday. So, from one Georgina to another, we've got you in the beautiful magnolia pearl dress, and I've got to say, this is what I wore to my launch party a few weeks ago, so it was a great outfit. I got a lot of compliments, and my Instagram went wild because I wore it. So we've put you in it, George,
Yes.
to show off how it can look with the other colour scarf. This is the chutney, although we don't like that, so we call it like sunset nights or something. And it's a lovely sort of rusty, it's in between a pink, a red and an orange. It's a colour, it's difficult to explain, but you can see on George, it's very flattering because it's a lovely kind colour against the skin. It's not red that can sometimes draw you, it's a lovely subtle hue. Over the dress, this dress is part of the Autumn Winter Magnolia Pearl collection, so it is designed to be worn under layers, you know, so it's a lightweight dress, but you can wear things under it or over it because it's that kind of oversized, very ethereal. Georgie's got a legging on so that it takes away that sheer nature. It's actually made with vintage lace, so very intricate pattern. If you just stand forward slightly so that we can get that captured on the camera. It's very oversized, but Magnolia Pearl are really, really clever in the way they design them because it doesn't look sort of maternity or so oversized it adds any bulk. It's very, very slim and it's lovely. It's very easy, really.
Hides the food baby.
Hides the food baby, there we go. And you can see how we've wintered this up with the scarf. So if you've got an occasion, if you've got a winter wedding, if you've got just a winter party, or you just want to wear it every day just to feel absolutely comfy as anything, but very, very glamorous, very statement. Do this, add this texture. This is what tonight's all about, adding texture, adding layers, and making amazing winter looks by just building up your own style. Okay? I'm okay.
Do you want me to go?
Yes. So yeah, you could. I wear that. I've got that ensemble myself. I'll throw my docs on with it, but similarly, Lena's on and a label on display. Let's just hide that
You
away.
did that.
That's the other colour when you're ready to show that.
Okay.
Okay, so Auntie Jill. Auntie Jill's got the new Rundholtz dip on. We were very excited. We did a little video of some details. It was all happening in the studio this week. So if you want to see the Rundholtz dip, it's online now. You can have a look at that. This piece is fabulous.
Yes.
It's the shorter version of 2 lengths, but what they've done is got this amazing detail at the bottom. So you've got your skinny arm fitted across kind of the first half, and then it flows out and is finished with all these different hems, and it's just a little bit edgy, a little bit grungy, so it's an alternative to a boring t-shirt basically. And it's in the no, we don't want boring, do we? If you're gonna wear grungy Rundholtz dip trousers, you've got to get it sorted on the top. And it's a great piece worn under a jacket as well, because you have all those little the hem basically comes out and then the jacket sits on top of it, and it's just great. But you'll see that online. So what we've done is wanted to show you it in its entirety now. You can see that it's a really flattering shape with a pant, because it covers up everything you want to. So the top bit here that you might feel like needs to be given a little bit of help, that does that. It's very clever. And then we finished it with the dip scarf, which you will have seen already, but we are selling out of these, guys. There's not many of these left, so if you're hovering over one of these cobwebby cashmere scarves, then now's the time. And if you just do as a twirl, Auntie Jill, so we can see the back, really gorgeous. So you've got that bum coverage. It shows you neatness here, because it is a sort of hourglass A-line shape. Boom. It's just an incredible, really, really flattering, really forgiving top, and obviously edgy as anything. Finished off here, we've got the classic Rundholtz dip trouser. There's quite a few styles of the dip trouser, so make sure when you're ordering you have a good look at the designs and make sure it's the one you want. These ones, let me see, are the ones with the leather pull cord. They are that kind of waxy fabric, but not the super heavy ones, so a little bit of an in-between. And then these are the first pair of Lafinas to launch this evening. These are they're kind of an alternative to a trainer, so really, really comfy, but way more edgy and stylish than a trainer. I don't know if you know this with Lafina, but you design them yourself when you go buying for these. So this texture here, we picked to be like this. It's like a crackle leather.
Oh, I remember.
Do you remember, Jill?
Yeah.
Jill was there, and we go through all the sample textures, and there's hundreds, so it's very hard, because you're just given far too many options. You're overwhelmed with the choices. But we thought that this distressed cream rubber with this textured, it makes them a little bit more dressy than a trainer. They're a little bit more attitude, a bit edgier, because it's that metallic finish, crinkled up, so it's got more attitude, definitely. You've got this little pull at the front, which is a really cool detail, and then you've got cutouts. It's Velcro, so easy. And that little wedge there gives you a little bit of height. So for those height challenged, like Valerie about, they give you an inch. For those that don't need that, like Auntie Jill over here, they're just cool as chuff. So either way,
Inch, can you? You can't
either
knock
way.
it. No. So
You
that's
can't go
the other
wrong.
colour in the top.
Oh.
So, you know.
So Auntie Jill's,
I think these are true to size as well,
the
Jill.
Lafinas.
Yeah.
Yeah, this time with our ordering, we tried to be a lot cleverer. So we all tried them on.
Yeah.
And worked out how they're coming up, because historically ladies in the shop have been we found them quite difficult, because they can be quite narrow or too big, too small. Anyway, these are all true to size. We've made sure of that. This is the other colourway in the top Jill's wearing. So this is your carmine, obviously, and this is the carbon. So whichever palette you're going for this time, you've got options in.
Thank you.
Thank you. They've got a button here to fasten you in, so you can see the shape is really wide, really largan look. But then what they've done is added this panel here, which you pull over and tie up, which is really funky and creates a more feminine shape. And you can obviously alter that to how you want. And it's got the elasticated back as well, which is so comfortable. So I'm wearing the 36 now, which translates as your 8 to 10, but there's lots of room in them. So for those of you thinking about ordering these, either go true to size or one down if you're on the cusp, because they are really...
And they're really good if your hips and waist are a different size, because you can pull them into your waist
They look great
with the
boots as
tie.
well, don't they?
Yeah.
Similarly, if you've got a pair of pumps, they're good too. And this is the little Magnolia Pearl lace t-shirt. They are really expensive, these, but you can see how wonderful it is. So easy. Anyway, so that's that. Sorry to interrupt there, Paula's little... But here she is! So, again, an Annette Gort's amazing textured outfit. This is where layer on layer is so great, and you can imagine this with your little cable knit socks poking out, then your boots, so layer, 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 absolutely gorgeous. And the great thing with layers, girls, is that obviously in the winter what we find so much is that when you go into a venue, they actually put the heating on full blast. So the great thing about layers is you can peel off, whereas if you've got a really heavy coat on and it's a Levione, it's difficult to peel off. So this is why layering is such a great one, especially for those that, we're going to reference her again, but at Valerie's age, where there's a thermal heater going on inside and she needs to quickly delayer, so it's a good one. Similarly, if you're the other way though, like George, and you need more warmth because you're a cold-blooded person, then you can add layers and wrap up in them.
Yes.
You're a cold.
Physiologically, I am, yes.
You're a cold person.
Other than that, I'm very warm and
Oh
friendly.
my God. Well, you know, cold blood, warm heart, George. That's what they say.
I don't want our viewers to get the wrong idea.
Oh no. Oh, she's a dream. She's a diamond. So back to this outfit here. So you can see that Paula's holding the little shaggy bag. This is a collaboration by Reclaim Mallorca, who hand make bags, and Annette Gort's, who's obviously designed this one. They're all totally different. They all have different linings, so they're all unique. Really, really beautiful. They've got this leather strap. They're very, very natural. You know, they're quite a raw product, look quite natural, quite earthy, which is just super cool, and just a fun little added detail to an outfit, to be honest. This shawl is the one that I was wearing, but dressed differently, so more like a cape this time. That colour obviously is the same as the bag, so that ties in really well, and the trouser as well, so you can see. And actually, one of the details that's so beautiful is that the, what do you call these, Jazz?
Seams.
Honestly. The seams tone in with the taupe colour as well, so we've got the cream overall and then the seam detail in the taupe. It just makes it look a very put together outfit, which is how you get that high-end luxe look. Yeah, in the turn up as well, and actually the turn down on the collar is the same colour, so if you did want to turn that down, that's an option too. James, when he came from Annette Gort's, was teaching us all these little tricks, and it was great because it re-inspired us with lots of ways to wear things. And look, this little jumper's got pockets at the front, which is just adorable. Great jumper, this. Great jumper. Really great. Okay. That would go with your Annette Gort's socks.
It will. It will.
Okay, so this is the same item, but we've got George in the black version because, hey, we live in black. We always get asked in this store, but does it come in black? And everybody's always drawn to the colour, but then ends up buying the black because it's always often more forgiving and goes with everything. That's the beauty of having a black wardrobe. So this, the beauty, and I mean, I've got to say, in black it looks very luxurious, very high-end, very expensive, because that's what black does. And you can wrap in and use it like a cape again, and it's just absolutely fabulous. What it does is takes a black jersey dress into an evening look instantly. It just gives it that edge, that serious drama, which we're drama queens here, aren't we, George?
Absolutely, 100%.
So we love the drama. But if I peel you out,
Yes.
then this is another fabulous piece. This is a piece from New Denmark. If that's it, I was just about to say, put your arms out. What you can see with this, it's an underpiece, but it's phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Oh gosh,
Phenomenal.
someone take the gin off that. Who got her a double?
Phenomenal.
We've got one arm which is fitted, and then one that's this bat wing, a very dramatic bat wing there. So a really lovely directional piece here, but it's effortless and easy at the same time. Price point's brilliant, but also that fabric is just really comfortable. Hides a multitude if you need it to, but similarly, if you're not, it just hangs beautifully too. So it's great for everybody. And obviously this collar detail is seriously cool and a little bit statement. So although it's, I mean, really it's classed as a basic because it is your kind of piece to put things on, whether that be jewellery or accessories. It's a standalone amazing piece, this one.
Thank you so
darling.
much.
Hurry up now. We need Jill through quick.
Jill's very warm. Quick, Jill.
Poor Jill.
Get on camera before you
She's
melt.
literally melting in front of us.
One of the coats of the season, as you know, we do some amazing coats here at Arabella by all the different designers. This is one by Annette Gortz, and it will be a massive sellout, I can tell you, because for the Annette Gortz fans, this is a classic piece. It's got the paint design that we showed you before, but obviously it's bigger on this piece because of the proportions. It's a lovely kind of grey and cream mix on a base of this gorgeous, they call it bone, but it's a lovely creamy colour. Annette Gortz is so good at her colours, she just gets them so right, which is why it demands its price, because the attention to detail is incredible. I don't know, she's messing.
Sorry.
Messing about. The Munchkin, please, get out of the back. You've got the big collar, so you can wear that up if you want to, and because of the colour, it's going to lend itself to all the bits. Sorry, Jill. So if you did want to add drama, you absolutely can. Like, that's beautiful, isn't it? This is the new scarf. We had this in the cream, it's sold out. Now we've got it in this colour. We have got black to come, I believe, but if you are all over brown, which I definitely am, like, I'm cursing myself for not having one of these. I think I'm going to have to buy one. Ouch.
You did when they came in.
Yeah, then this goes great over the cream because actually it's a little bit more striking than going tone on. It pops. And it kind of tones in with that as well, even though that's more grey taupe. It's fine, no problem. Anyway, let's get it off you quick.
Lizzie Ashard says, I can't see the fluffy scarf online. Is it Annette Gortz? Which fluffy scarf are you referring to, Lizzie?
Because definitely is, because I did it myself.
There's so many.
I did it myself.
There's so many.
Is it called Jed?
Is it the one I was wearing?
No, I don't think she means that one because a comment was put on before then. So we'll just wait and see which one she's referring to
if we
first.
meant
The black one.
If it's the black one, then it's shown in taupe. So it's Annette Gortz black scarf shown in taupe.
There you go, Lizzie.
That's how you can find that one. So Jill, if you could just derobe and we can show what you've got on underneath. But you haven't heard that in a while. Derobe, Jill. Derobe. Okay, so this jumper is one that we had in previously, but obviously now that we've got the pants that match, having the seam detail and the pant and the little cuffs and neck. It looks great, thank you, Val. Very good. Great outfit. These trousers, Bev Botcher, if you're watching, they're a you. We have one pair of 36, act fast.
Poor Bev.
Poor Bev. I'm just saying that, you know, they'll go when you've got to act fast in this life. I don't think I've got much more to say other than this is called Della.
Della?
Are you telling me to be faster or
Yeah,
slower?
she is.
I'm
Faster
confused.
because the battery's
Get off
going.
screen, go! Next! Oh my god!
Oh,
favourite
yes,
jumper.
Paula.
My favourite jumper. It's got the slim arm, very dropped shoulder, amazing neckline. There's not that much to say about this because it speaks volumes in itself. It's just amazing. It's asymmetric. It's just a throw on.
I just love how the neck morphs into the jumper.
Yeah, it's fabulous. This was before it even went online. We sold them in the store because people just saw it and were absolutely enamoured with it. It comes in the carbon as well, which looks just as amazing, I've got to say. And the black as well. The black looks great too. So if you do just want a black winter jumper, this is a fantastic version of that. We've teamed up with the dip pants in the carbon. And then we finish with the Lafina burgundy boots. These again have the Velcro for ease of access, but the zip at the side as well to make them super easy and convenient so that you can throw them on and off. You've got the wedge heel, different to the wedge on the other ones. These are less sports looks and more your
Biker
classic
boot.
Lafina bike. Yeah, your wedged biker. Very, very nice. These will sell first. That's my prediction. Okay. Yeah.
I'm putting money on that, Jade.
Oh my gosh. This is so cool.
George! Yes, darling, here I am.
So, we've kept George in the same dress because we're going to be... She's
Can't be
our,
bothered to change.
no, she's our scarf lady this evening because these Annette scarves need some attention because, my word, are they beautiful. This scarf is called Silk. It's called silk, I imagine, because it's made from silk.
No, it's not.
No, it's
Oh,
not.
no, it's a lie. It's a trick. It's a trick to.
It feels very soft.
It feels very
Soft.
luxurious, doesn't it? It's
Yeah.
definitely a soft touch one. It's got a print on it.
I know.
It's not monochrome, although it looks like it from a distance. It's more cream than monochrome, so it's that bone colour mixed with the black. So that's going to go with all of the bone and the black in the collection. It's very, very grungy, very, very sort of punky, but seriously high-end and luxurious at the same time. So it's
Everyone's loving it.
it's great.
Loving
isn't
it.
Smoky colours in that are amazing, and it doesn't matter whether you're an Annette Gortz girl or a Rundholtz girl. This is a scarf that you'll be drawn to because it's kind of it just is amazing. So if I undo you, I'm sorry to do this, but just so we can show it off in its entirety. So you can see the design here. So the shape is rectangular, not square, which for some of you is better because it's less messing about. With the square ones, we do have to kind of fold them up. This one is the lovely rectangle. Auntie Jill's got one of these, so those of you that are Auntie Jill fans, this is what she's wearing. It's obviously got the written word, and then it's also got all the different colours in more of an abstract print at the bottom here, which means that you've got lots of colours that you can show off. So if you're wearing more light outfits, then obviously you can expose more of this side, or similarly do the same. And on the back, it's all black.
Ooh.
So you can make as much of it or as little of it as you want, and obviously you can just wear it as a shawl again. If I just show George and wear it, then it's kind of like wearing a new jumper because you're showing up
We
with so
do
much.
like this side. Valerie and I love this.
It
Feels amazing.
It's beautiful.
This you might be able to answer this. Lizzie's put, what is Mac and Pez reference fluffy scarf? Are they the colours?
No, that's the fabric content.
Fabric.
So if you Google fabric content pairs, it'll tell you. The reason
And-
I didn't do that myself is that I've got them on in a rush, which you'll see if you're on our website, because we've had to use temporary images and we've had to use temporary fabric abbreviations because we were in such a rush to get it on so that we could show you this evening. So our apologies for that. But if you ask us tomorrow, we'll be able to do it for you. Otherwise, just Google it. That's all we do. Sorry, Jill.
It's okay.
So Auntie Jill has got the new jacket on. This is actually a jacket we've used in all of our new promotional material because we're that obsessed with it. It might not be coming across on the camera. I fear that it's one that in real life.
You need to see it.
Yeah, because what you've got is this amazing hem. You've actually got Wolfgang Maloon written on here, and a quote from him. He was the artist that we collaborated with in spring summer. So clearly it's a theme that's ran. Perhaps he's done the new collection. I'll look into that. The new paintings. It's a waxed effect jacket. It's black. It's a great length. You've got pockets to the front. You've got distressed hems. You've got the Annette Gortz classic logo badge on the back, and we've teamed it up with the scarf, which has got again all the colours in it. Really beautiful, kind of goldy colours in it.
Well,
We're gonna show it because when you see
because
it-
it's something else.
Something. It's very Vivienne Westwood. This scarf actually.
Diane said Jill is the perfect Annette Gortz model.
Don't tell her that. She already knows, Diane. She knows. She always says, "Why don't you superimpose my legs on your body when you do the Annette Gortz trousers?" And I go, "Well, thank you, Jill. I'll take that one and put it on my pocket." Just what you need
Oh
to do.
wow.
What we've just realised, you've got blue to work with the blue dress.
Yeah.
You've got some chutney in there in the corner.
Yeah.
And you've got the green to go with the sage.
Yeah.
And then of course the black and the warm honey colours. It's fabulous.
And a little head. Who's that? Can anyone tell us?
It looks like a like a really old-fashioned scrapbook
Yeah.
from somebody's life. It looks incredible.
To me, though, from a distance, it looks like the Union Jack. You know that. which
Right,
is
well,
why
Jade,
I'm
you've
fascinated.
totally just taken the class right out of that.
No, that's why I was referencing Vivienne Westwood because it looks like that. Oh, there's a
No.
head here as well.
Yeah.
Look, this
There's
way.
another head.
Yeah,
There's heads. How many heads do you see? It's like one of those Facebook conundrums.
yeah.
Right, we're gonna run out of battery.
Taking the class right out
we
of
can't
it.
take a jacket off because she's got her boobs underneath. Get off, please. Taking it to a different level again. Once again, it's not the 60s, Jill. For goodness sake, keep your bra on. Right, so
I burnt my bra.
She burnt a bra in the 60s apparently. So this is the carbon. This is my favourite, as much as it's a real pop in the red, which is lovely. The carbon, I don't know, it lends itself to that style, doesn't it? And it can last forever then if you go for the carbon or the black, because the carbon they've pulled in from the spring summer, so if you've got any of the carbon dresses, throw that over it, or the carbon trousers from spring summer, yeah, it will look great. And obviously with the more fitted sleeve, it'll look great over a dress. The black, easy, but it's just such a good jumper. So easy, and we've got the same trousers, same boots. So I think we're just finishing with Georgie now. Have you got another one? Bloody hell! Blimey, girls, we're really treating you this evening, aren't we?
Hang on.
Anything
James.
else to announce? Oh, we're working with Gok Wan on Sunday. Just dropped that one, didn't I? Yeah, we've been invited to an event with Gok. So you know how we always say, oh, get your Gok pants on? We'll be able to tell him, God, we've got our Gok pants on. We will, of course, be... Yeah, he wants to present our clothes.
Does he want to see your Gok pants?
Does he want to see my Gok pants? I don't think he'd like my Gok, but I think he's into boys' Gok pants a bit more than girls' Gok pants. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. Ooh, red. Like little berry.
Love red.
So this is the longer version of the Is it?
Yes.
Is it?
No, that's a short one.
Oh, it's a short
That's a
one.
short one.
Was
Guys,
she the long one?
We
yeah,
were supposed to put her in the long one. What?
yeah, no, it changed.
Jill did the long one, didn't she?
Yeah.
You
No.
only showed it, you didn't put me in it.
No, Jill did the short one. You've made a real faux pas.
That's the long one, ladies.
Georgie's supposed to be wearing this
That's
one.
the mid-length, isn't
No,
it?
it's the short. There's only
Okay.
2 lengths. Goodness sake. I
just
know
wear what
everything's
I'm
long
given.
on you, Val, but you've really got to check before we put people on camera. Anyway, there's a lot. She's giving me some symbols. Anyway, so this is the red version of the one Jill was wearing before. It does come in a longer one though, so for those of you that want to wear more of a tunic, which is what we were supposed to be showing you right now, you can do.
Lizzie's put girls.
Sorry, my apologies. And we've teamed it with the red scarf, and it's exactly the outfit Jill was wearing, which is why she
No,
was supposed to put
Jill
the
was
longer
in the
one.
longer one.
No, it was the shorter one.
Have a to go
Anyway,
now.
anyway,
Whatever.
you can go.
Whatever.
We've seen it already. I'm so sorry, George. She's absolutely.
Oh, look her walking off camera.
Crestfallen.
Crestfallen indeed. Shall we show you the longer one? I'll just throw it on. One
I
minute.
can have
Do you want
one
me
in
to
the
throw
back.
it on? I'm almost there.
It's alright, don't you worry. So, there are 2 lengths. Now I'm sorry about this. You'll have to see my underpiece. Oh, little Korea basic. There you go. So, this is the longer version, which, for those of you that do wear your leggings, because you've got the carbon and the Carmin leggings in stock now, this is the one that would go with that. Now, obviously, it's going to look quite peculiar with the trousers I've got on, because they're more of an oversized.
More of a dress on you, innit, Jane?
You're you. Actually, I'd do that because I like that Logan look. So this is the
Oh
longer
no, that's
one.
nice with those trousers. Yeah, I like it.
So that's your longer one.
Yeah. Right,
So it's
Paula,
much
you
longer.
ready?
Almost knee length.
Yes.
Oh, well, that's a finale and a half, isn't it? This is all the pockets. So this is the
This is the one we did a little mini
Beautiful.
video on.
heavy jersey
It's
jacket.
long as yours.
And then this is the pinafore dress. You guys go crazy for pinafore dresses, so we aim to please. And it's got all the pocket details, so it's a 3D look. It comes right out, it's cut out like a big square at the bottom, but because of the weight and the texture of the fabric, the fabric that Runholzers use, it falls in so nicely, so it doesn't give you that extra bulk that you don't need. It is sleeveless, so if you're aware of your arms, you can put the net underneath or the t-shirt like this underneath. I've even had it on with the dress underneath. Absolutely fine. It doesn't add bulk, it's absolutely fine. And then obviously, if you don't mind getting your arms out, then you can obviously take it into autumn or spring
I
as well.
love that.
It's gorgeous. And you could even put little croppy jumpers on top of it, or cardigans, if you prefer the proportions layered over rather than under. And this, of course, is its counterpart, the Carmin version, so you can go either way with this one.
Wonderful. Right, everyone ready for a finale?
Yes! Just because you don't know any big words about. She said I've just eaten the dictionary. I think that's very cruel.
Transubstantiation.
There we go. That's it. Val? No.
Jazz.
Oh,
She's
Jesus
in your
God.
similar colours. That's good, isn't it? We look like a girl gang. like the Spice Girls, but more drunk.
Thank you, everybody. I'm not on film today because the heat's killed me. But thank you, girls. You did it again. Fabulous, fabulous. Love you all. And keep sticking my finger over the mic. Right, I need to go. Thank you all. Have a cracking weekend. Bye.